Hi. Hi, everyone. So I'm going to answer all the other questions that we couldn't cover during the session. The first question from Vartika Tarun. I'm not looking for a job, but would like to upload my resume on my LinkedIn profile. Please explain the important points for such a resume that will help me set up and grow my consultancy business. Okay, so here you are not planning to apply for any job, but you are, having a consultancy business, right? Instead of a resume, you can have a profile updated. Yeah, see, one is your LinkedIn profile can, talk about you as a consultant, and then you can create a portfolio or a profile where you focus only on what sort of consultancy that you are doing. Yeah, you can have your client portfolio, client information up, how a portfolio should look like. You can create one and upload it on your LinkedIn profile. But LinkedIn profile should, definitely help you a lot more than a resume. And the second question, didn't get difference between CV and resume. Okay, so let me explain again. CV, curriculum vitae, you can use it if you are a researcher, or if you are applying for any higher studies, or you are applying for a job in educational institute. See, for example, a teacher or a professor or a lecturer or a research assistant, right? Anything to do with research or academics, you can have a CV, curriculum vitae. Normally, when you are having a CV, it is kind of elaborate. Okay, if you have presented papers, you can have your papers mentioned. If you are doing any research, if you have publications, right, you can have all those information mentioned in your curriculum vitae in detail. Whereas resume is a short form of the skills and then the capabilities that you are having. Okay, so resume is a shorter form, CV is a detailed form. Okay, so you can read about the difference between resume and CV also a lot in Google. I have also written some articles on that. You can do that. Yeah, you can research and then read a lot on that. In case of any more doubt, you can approach me any point of time. Yeah. And then the third question, for the women on break, what kind of resume you will recommend? See here, combination resume works out really well. Yeah, or the target resume. If you are returning to where you left, you can use combination resume, because you are going to declare that you have a break in your career, right? But if you are completely shifting somewhere else, right, from one career to another, for example, from technical role to HR, yeah, again, target or combination resume will work out well. Okay. And then the fourth question, is it possible for you to share a sample for each kind of resume? So unfortunately, I don't share any sample which I have worked for my clients, but we have Google got. Yeah, you just have to use chronological resume, target resume, combination resume, mini resume in Google or any search engine that you are using. You will see that n number of samples are popping up. Yeah, but I generally, even for pitching, I don't use any of the samples that I have used for my clients. Yeah, thank you for understanding. And then the next question, Subha, I have been told by a few HR folks that PDF, RTF, and JPG formats are not ATS friendly for a few companies. Would that be true? Yes, definitely. See, when we are talking about ATS, text file is what you should be having. Yeah, thanks for raising this question. Whatever the bullets or the formatting that you are having in PDF or a Word document or any other format, it will not work out well in ATS. Okay, so whenever you are creating a resume, you can have one text format done also. Instead of regular bullets, what you can use is the hashtag or the star symbol that is there in your keyboard, or plus symbol or the hyphen or the underscore. Yeah, all these things you can use as a instead of a bullet point. Yes, only text file can be uploaded in any ATS friendly websites. Okay. And the next question, if I have worked in one organization for 13 years and grown within the role, do I need to share all the roles in chronological order? Example, within training, I grew from a trainer to, let's say, manager to VP, etc. Definitely not, because 13 years is a huge information, right? It's a huge journey, right? What you can do is, see, that is where, instead of a chronological resume, having a target or combination resume will help. Okay, even though you don't have any break in your career. Okay, where you can highlight different skills, that capabilities that you have established in different roles that you have played in a single organization or different organizations. Okay, so one option is having a combination resume. But if you are particular about having a chronological resume, some people are really comfortable with having a chronological resume. In such scenario, you can highlight the core achievements that you have done in your current role. You don't have to necessarily split it, yeah, because it will unnecessarily occupy the space. You can have the current role, and then even though you are mentioning the current role, the year can be start to end. Okay, you don't have to necessarily have the current year. At the same time, there are two things that I would like to mention here. You have worked only in one company, yeah, all these 13 years. If you don't have any other previous experience, you can split it, role basis, so that you can, accommodate all the content within 2 pages. But this 13, beyond this 13 years, you have other company experience also. For this current year, organization, you can use only the latest or the current role. Okay, hope it is clear. Yeah, that's it here. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.